Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and today we're going to be talking about the Orks as we get into the Mega Knob. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day. If you have any suggestions, please comment down below, and if you enjoy our content, thank our patrons on Patreon. It is because of them that we can do this. Link in the description if you guys want to support us. But with that said, let's get into 40 Facts on the Mega Knob. The Ork nobles in Mega Armor, referred to on the battlefield as Mega Knobs, lord over the rank-and-file boys. Whether riding to war in a smog-trailed battle wagon, barreling headlong into the enemy lines with their power claws swinging, they are ferocious and resilient fighters whose assault can turn the tide of an entire battle. The Orks call their ruling caste Knobs. Ork nobility is determined not by birth, but by sheer size and ferociousness. The Knobs delight in using their scarred fists and iron boots to remind lesser greenskins of this fact. Knobs often act as bodyguards or some type of veteran squad for their war boss, and should the war boss fall, the largest of their entourage will take their place after kicking in some head to restore order. Arrogant in the extreme, Knobs revel in cruel and casual violence, delivering on-the-spot punishment to any lesser orc, Gretchen, or Snotling who annoys them. The punishment normally takes the form of a hefty whack on the head from a blunt instrument. Should the crime be serious, however, the punishment will often end in death. The Ork veterans who value the thrill of close combat above all else become Mega Knobs. They are characterized by their clanking suits of Mega Armor and by a dogged belief in their own invulnerability. The suit of Mega Armor is comprised of massive metal plates welded onto a piston-driven exoskeleton that boosts the wearer's strength to monstrous levels. Each suit of Mega Armor is individually tailored by one of the tribe's mechs, who makes a great fuss of taking the customer's measurements before just hammering together whatever he has at hand. Nevertheless, the end result is always a spectacular creation, a brutal suit bedecked with trophies and kill markings, equipped with either the Mega Knob's favorite shooter and a deadly set of limb-snipping shears, or a pair of roaring kill saws. Mega Armor is the ultimate status symbol. Mega Knobs see themselves as the elite warriors of the Ork tribe, though other Ork Knobs sometimes mock their better armored brethren for going into battle with so much protective war gear. They do this not within earshot, of course, for a rampaging Mega Knob is an unstoppable opponent, and having an arm or two scissored or sawed off is a setback to even the toughest Ork Knob. On the field of battle, Mega Knobs form clanking mobs of heavily armored killing machines. Each Mega Knob weighs at least a ton, for unlike the armor of the Imperium, the Ork mechs prefer quantity of the material over the quality. Though this slows the Mega Knob's advance to the front lines, the sheer impact of their combined charge is enough to crush most troops into a bloody paste. While the Mega Knob's immense bulk can be used to a fearsome effect, it can also be a weakness. It is not uncommon to see a Mega Knob's comrades strain to get him back on his feet after a direct hit from an enemy ordnance. And although this is a rare occurrence, those Mega Knobs that are knocked off their feet, but not outright killed, can spend the rest of the battle trying to stand back up. Reports of crazed fallen Orks have been recorded by Imperial commanders who witnessed the deadly flaying of these monstrous beasts as they thrash their power claws and fire indiscriminately. They cause as much destruction to their own force as they do to the enemy, and while it's a hilarious sight to behold, most foolish guardsmen that attempt to get a glory kill will often die before they can even get a proper last shot in. When the Mega Knob is finally taken out, the creature is surrounded by a pool of blood, mud, and guts from all of the thrashing. This much devastation is caused by a Mega Knob's weaponry, the most famous of which is the Power Claw. This is a variant of the more common Power Fist utilized by the Imperial forces. The Power Claw is a larger cybernetic claw, often with 3 bladed fingers. With it, an Ork can tear the side of an armored vehicle with ease, and easily rip apart armor of almost any kind. Though it may appear more primitive than its Imperial counterpart, the huge hydraulic shears of the Power Claw are capable of rending and crushing even the toughest foes. And just like the power armor within Ork society, a Power Claw is a symbol of status as much as a weapon. Most Mega Knobs are fitted with twin-link shooters as well. Shooters are kinetic ballistic weapons used by the Orks that are chosen not for their efficiency, but for the amount of noise they can make and the amount of damage they can deal. The best shooters are deafening and deadly in equal measure. Like all Ork weaponry, shooters are not very accurate. This suits the greenskins just fine, since they seem less interested in accuracy and more in dealing death. Wealthy Mega Knobs will get a mech boy to customize their shooters by adding additional barrels for more firepower. These custom shooters cost their clients much more than teeth, and often require the Mega Knob to bully around the mech boys. A proper Ork Mega Knob can bully his mech boys to create for him a shooter scorcho, which is a combi weapon that provides the knob with close-range firepower from a flamer on a secondary undermounted barrel beneath the shooter's primary barrel. Others have shooter rocket launchers. This customized weapon gives the knob a single-sided mounted rocket launcher with a single rocket to use against the enemy tanks and armored vehicles. With these weapons, an Ork Mega Knob is truly a frightening sight on the battlefield. Its hulking silhouette is often outlined by the flames of destruction the beast can create. Ork Mega Knobs have been known to go toe-to-toe with Space Marine Terminators, Tyranid Guard, and render entire Tau battlesuit squads to scrap metal and mutilated organs. Covered in scars and burns, the Mega Knob is a testament not only to the Greenskins' biological durability, but their primitive defensive ingenuity. Crushing its way through the thickest of fighting, or stomping across no man's land, as if blessed from harm by Gork and Mork, the Ork Mega Knob is a beacon of rage for most Orks. Watching their larger, tougher leaders take down walkers and dismember infantry, the Greenskins are overcome with a prideful bloodlust. Hundreds of Orks accompany the Ork veteran into battle, ready to reap the reward of a good fight. Often, an overwhelmed foe will know that the battle has been lost when they hear the clanking armor of a Mega Knob, its sadistic low gurgling laughter echoing in its mind as the dead man locks eyes with the monstrosity. And those were 40 facts on the Mega Knob. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. This is Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate signing out.